Well, hi. Today is Friday, July 18th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. As you know, I am a big fan of entrepreneurs, and I love it when people take a little bit of a risk, bet on themselves, and step out to take on a new task. And today we are going to highlight one of those people. In fact, she is of the younger generation, just recently graduating college, and now she has her own business right here in Council Bluffs. It is Backpackers Brew. She's opened a new coffee shop on 16th Street. It's at 1102 North 16th Street, and this is exciting. I can talk to her and realize this young lady is going to be a huge success with what it is that she's doing. So we're going to learn more about Ella Pierce, the owner of Backpackers Brew, a little bit about what kind of products that she's offering there, where she's getting her coffee, and all of that is on today's show. You know, Service Master Restore by Schmader knows it can be hard to get back to normal when you've suffered serious property damage due to flooding, fire, or smoke. You may also be left with all sorts of questions about how to get your home or business back to normal. Service Master Restore by Schmader will restore your space by offering quality, commercial, and residential restoration services in Council Bluffs and the surrounding area. That's Service Master Restore by Schmader. Do you have a leak, a clogged drain, or planning a big remodel? Waldstein Plumbing in Council Bluffs has you covered. Fast, reliable service, expert craftsmanship, handling everything from small repairs to major installations. They're locally owned and take pride in doing the job right the first time. So residential or commercial, big or small, when plumbing problems strike, call Waldstein Plumbing. Visit waldsteinplumbing.com for a free estimate. As we mentioned earlier, there is a new coffee shop in Council Bluffs. It's Backpackers Brew and on North 16th Avenue. And this is Ella Pierce. And how about it? You have your own shop on a fairly busy highway. Is it settling in? Is it still a little bit surreal?
It's still a little surreal. I mean, I wasn't planning on opening a coffee shop beginning of my senior year of college. I had no idea what I wanted to do.
Right.
And I was given the opportunity to take a college class on how to write business plans. And my professor's big thing was you need to write it on something that, let's say in 15 years you hate your job, take this business plan and then you can go and do something with it. So I said, well, I really like coffee. So it at first was a coffee truck, and then I was given the opportunity to put it in a pitch contest, and I got second place. But their biggest thing was, how are you going to get people outside of their cars in the middle of winter in Iowa to run up to your coffee trailer? I was like, okay, that's a very good point. I don't want to get out of my car in the middle of winter.
Right.
So we were then given the opportunity to start renting this building through Mike Hoy. And so that's been a really awesome experience. He held the building from January till May till I graduated. So I am forever grateful for him for giving me this business opportunity, because without him, it wouldn't happen.
You know, when I talk about Council Bluffs being a small town, and there's some people that look at me like I don't know what I'm talking about, that is a perfect example.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Mike doing that.
Yep.
That's what happens in small towns, because it's not as much about transactions as it is about relationships.
Yeah, I totally agree. I agree with that.
So let's talk about Backpackers Brew. Beginning with the name, I mean, really.
So during that business plan class, when we were writing, we were told, you're making it as real as you can. Come up with a logo, a name, everything. And so I remember sitting in my apartment with my roommate, and I was like, what the heck am I going to name this thing? And she was like, okay, well, you really like coffee, so let's put Brew in there. And then I had just gotten engaged back in June up in Colorado with my fiance.
What part of Colorado?
Denver.
Okay.
Yep, we were up in the part of Rocky Mountain National Park, and let's just say it did not go to plan, but it worked out in the end, so that's okay. But and he really enjoys backpacking. I mean, he's an Eagle Scout. He's been doing it for a very long time, and is getting me into it now that I've ended my softball career. And so I thought, you know what? Let's take those two things. Let's put them into one. So Backpackers Brew was kind of born in that way, in a sense, to kind of tie those two things together. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a big fan of hiking of Colorado and getting outside. So your name just jumped out at me with that. And fairly early on into the process, just opened a couple of weeks at this point, is that right?
Yeah, it'll be a month on the 20th.
A month on the 20th.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're coming up, well, every milestone is an important milestone.
It's a big one.
Yeah, so maybe it's too early to ask this question, but is there things that you have learned since opening that maybe you didn't know was going to be this way?
Yeah, so my big thing was when I was working in college at a coffee shop, I wasn't really given the opportunity to connect with people. It was very fast paced and very much like in and out, very transactional. With this in the drive-through, although many people would think it needs to be very fast, I'm able to really connect with people and have a great conversation. And I love that. That's my favorite thing.
Mhm.
Like, I'm a firm believer coffee can bring more than just happiness. It can bring connection and great relationships and so many other things come along with it. And so that is one thing that owning this business has taught me is just the personal connections you can make with people and just make their day just a little bit better. So
Yeah,
yeah.
and also having the drive-through, I think, is going to be
Oh yeah.
it's going to be important
Yep.
because a lot of times once you're established and once everyone knows that you're here and knows how good of a product you have, they're everybody's in a hurry,
Yep.
in the morning and on their way to work, but they need their coffee to be
Yep.
able to get there. So let's talk about your product a little bit. What is it that you offer here at Backpackers Brew that people can get?
Yeah. So one of the big things that I really want to do is support other businesses. That's my big thing. I love supporting small. I love supporting just like locally owned. So all my beans come from a roastery out in Omaha called Hill of Beans. It's all made there. I mean, I've gotten the tour of the roasting, like all the
Hmm.
facilities and everything. And it's really nice. So I wanted to do that. I wanted to bring a little piece of Omaha over to Council Bluffs, and it's come over really well. A lot of people love the product and everything. That's my big thing. I also really like to use the opportunity for real ingredients when I can. So we use real brown sugar and real honey. I want to start using real peanut butter. That's been a little bit of a trial and error right now. It's gotten a little funky on me a couple times, so we're getting there with it. But that's my big thing. I want to be able to offer real things to my customers. Our fruit smoothies are all fruit. That's something that not only I take pride in, but also my dad. He loves telling people, hey, they're all natural, they're all
Right.
real. So and it goes over well. I mean, I know a couple people with allergies and stuff. I want to be able to cater to those people. I've had people reach out on Facebook with gluten intolerances. I want to cater to those people. And
Mhm.
so there's a lot of things that I want to do to just bring everybody in the community to one spot rather than them having to go to multiple different places to get their needs in the morning.
That
So
makes plenty of
yeah.
sense, and also, of course, it's going to be a process. I know you have a vision for
Oh
what
yeah.
it's going to be here, and it just takes a while to get it
Yeah.
all put together. But it's
Yep.
it's coming
Yeah.
together.
Oh yeah.
When I got here, your dad was here helping out, putting some things together for you, and making it kind of a family project. I know is important to you as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
And as we were visiting before we got started, that's probably where your entrepreneur mind came
Oh yeah.
from, is because you kind of grew up in it.
Yeah, so my grandpa, Andy Ring, he had actually passed in August before I graduated college, and he owned a trucking company in Council Bluffs. My dad's owns Pierce Communications at Council Bluffs, and I knew from a very young age, I don't really want to work for anybody but myself. But the question is, what am I going to do?
Right.
And so this kind of fell into my lap, for lack of better words. And so I knew that this was what I wanted to do. I wanted to create my own schedule, have my own hours. I mean, I still am really involved in softball, and so I want to give that my full attention when I can as well. So being my own boss makes that easier for me to do.
I heard that you were still coaching. Is
Yeah.
that right?
Yep. Yep. So my dad and I coach, we're now getting ready to coach a 16U team over in Omaha. So I coach at the same place that I was given the awesome opportunity to play when I was younger, and it's at Nebraska Echoes. So I coach for them. And then Maddie, my twin sister who is in here, she coaches for Trainer. So she's
Mhm.
their assistant or their assistant coach. So it's very much still a big part of our lives. And so yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's well, uh, most people that watch the show know this about me, that my career was a sportscaster for a
Yep.
long time.
Hmm.
And I thought that that's just what it was that I was going to do. And as it turns out, no,
Yep.
life kind of takes its turns and you
Yep.
go with it. So I'm a huge believer in that. I know that what team sports can do. I see some of the teams in, like, my high school basketball team. I see the level of success that the team members have had in their lives that were on it. I've seen other organizations that it teaches so much more than just how to connect a ball
Yeah.
to bat to a
Yeah,
ball. Yeah.
of course. I mean, I've been able to build so much self-confidence through softball. I pitched in high school, got to through 2 years of college and decided that's not what I wanted to do. But in that moment, it taught me, hey, you put your nose down and you work hard. And I mean, it's worked out for me pretty well so far. I mean, the opportunities that I was not only given in high school but in college at William Penn is just awesome. I mean, my softball coach there was a great mentor for me in more ways than one. Not just softball, but how to just be a better person, how to connect with people, and how to have a lasting relationship with the people around you. And I think that's really what's made this better than what it could ever be.
Well,
So,
and just so you know of how small of a community the entire state of Iowa is, I was calling games for Central College.
yep,
So,
and we played them numerous times when I was playing at William Penn. So,
so, oh yeah, I think I actually can, and this goes back to the mid '90s, but I think I remember calling a game that Central was playing William Penn.
yep,
So yeah, it's
it's
weird.
awesome.
Yeah, it's weird how
It's
life
awesome.
works out with that. So tell folks about where this is located at. I mean, we said we're on North 16th, but where can they find you?
So I'm on Facebook and Instagram. We're working on a TikTok right now. I'm not that savvy at it. My younger sister is, so we're trying to get her to do
Right.
that. I mean, we're everywhere. Everyone's posting everything. We're getting reposts all the time. I mean, yeah.
So get it. Just put North 16th Avenue on your way into work to swing by Backpackers Brew and give Ella here a try. I mean, I don't think you're going to be disappointed, and it's really really cool when young folks are getting into business because. I'd heard before that talked about, oh, well, the young professionals, that's the future. I disagree. I think you're the now.
Yeah,
You're the present.
I agree.
You are just as much a part of things as some old guy with gray hair that shall remain nameless is. So, it's important that you're out here doing what it is that you're doing, and we want to support that. And you're turning that support right back around and giving back to different organizations already. You're a month into this, and you're already helping out other places. So you're doing everything right. So grateful for your time.
Thank you.
Wish you continued success, and I look forward to watching everything that happens here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
1102 North 16th Street. That is where Ella's new Backpackers Brew coffee shop is located. She's got a drive-through. Swing by. Give her a try in the morning. And I'm sure that not only are you going to get a great cup of coffee, but you are supporting local businesses from folks that grew up right here in the area. So again, congratulations, Ella, on all that you're doing. Had an opportunity to meet her dad when we recorded the interview as well. And I know that she's got a very strong support system behind her. And I'm sure that this is going to be a big, big success. And we're going to have Backpackers Brew here with us for a long, long time. You know, since 1870, Avela Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. Whether you need a loan, would like to start a new business account, need to save money for a trip, or are looking to open a personal checking account, Avela's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avela.bank to learn more. Navigating the healthcare system can be challenging, frustrating, and time-consuming for you and your family. That's where My Nurse Healthcare in Council Bluffs steps in. Nurse advocates providing one-on-one guidance and support every step of the way. With a dedicated nurse by your side, you'll get the right care from the right provider at the right time. Visit mynursehealthcare.com or call 402-250-8465 and let them take the stress out of healthcare. Coming up next week, we will have a conversation with Julie Wiesman, who is leading the charge at My Nurse Healthcare. We're going to learn a little bit more about everything that it is that they're doing. They're all over Southwest Iowa. They're pretty widespread. So, and with a real focus here, they've got an office in Council Bluffs, and I'm looking forward to that conversation as well. Speaking of conversations, if you haven't seen it yet, and be sure to check out the local Root Show today. If you happen to watch this particular show early Friday morning, Local Roots comes out at 8 a.m., but then once it's out, so you'll be able to see it. Had a chance to catch up with John Brocker. He's on the board for West Fair and all the capital campaign that they're doing, raising money, the plans for renovating West Fair. You're going to learn more about that. Can't talk about everything because there's big announcements coming up Fair Week. So, but you can catch that conversation, part of the Local Roots Show, and that's it's pretty eye-opening. And I am excited about what is happening there, and I think it's going to benefit not just the young people for Fair, but also It's going to be a huge asset to the community all year round. So again, that conversation on the Local Roots show. So we encourage you to take a watch for that as well. We've made it through the week. How about that? Looks like we've got some rain in the forecast for the weekend. I had an outdoor project planned. Probably not going to get that done, but still, time to get a little rest and relaxation in. And yeah, you should do that for yourself too if you can. My name's Todd Studer. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday morning.